Hi everyone, it's Jerry. I'm on chess.com, and I just got paired up playing a 5-0 game. Sicilian on board. Let's try an open Sicilian. I think I have more experience playing bishop b5 than anything. Alrighty, let's try bishop to e2. And we're going down a very theoretical path. I'm not so knowledgeable of this. I know I need to get my f-pawn rolling. So let's get that in there. That is, oh no. That seems a bit awkward. I'm wondering if I could try something caveman-like. Let's start with maybe king there. Yeah, let's put the king here. Yeah, I may go for something like this, now that I have something to bite at. Okay. And how about we start with first bishop to e3. And I'll be playing bishop to f3 soon. I have to cover e4. My knight is not challenged. And what now? Let's start with queen e1. Actually, this kind of idea is possible now. Alright, so they're just throwing an immediate punch. I have to jump in here. I like that I'm on b4. It's an additional benefit of the queen on e1. She's a pretty flexible piece. I may want to scoop that guy up. Okay, well, that changes things. I have the bishop pair now. But, yeah, at the same time, I guess I'm dropping d5, huh? I don't think that's the end of the world. But yeah, they're definitely up a pawn here. This guy could turn out to be a thorn. And now I will have some play along the d file, I think at least. Let's just get right here. Am I missing something? Is the knight going to drop into this square? That is possible. Yeah, that is a bit annoying, actually. Okay, well, how about we put the bishop here? May be useful to guard the c8 square. c2 could be vulnerable, and now at least my queen is guarding e3. I'd certainly prefer to play this position not down a pawn. But okay. We're going to still keep the bishop here. Watch out on that square. Knight to f5 might be something. Yeah, they're just going to push this pawn down. Let's see. Let's start with queen g3. Knight to f5. Yep. Let's see. Need to get something going. Alright, let's get this rook playing. Maybe check, provoke this, and then later f5 could be something. I need to create some open lines. No, they're just going there straight away. Where are the tactics? I'm not sure. I think I need to build up some more. Let's start with rook to e2. Knight h5 may be a move. They're playing very fast. That is for sure. Okay, let's defend this guy. But then knight to h5. Maybe I should have appreciated that b4 advance a little sooner, huh? Not liking this position. Okay. Well, I think I have to do this. I feel like they could just go pawn hunting some more with knight to h5. We're going to see. No, they just push. That's interesting. Okay. This knight's ready to jump in here. Not too much I could do about that. I guess we're gonna go here. Knight here into f2. Yeah, this is just lost. I'm gonna try to stir up some trouble, but I don't really see how I manage that. Because any f5, there's g5, it stays closed. Rook here is even a move, and my knight probably has to retreat. I can't get c3 in. You know, the extra pawn that black has is certainly felt, that's for sure. It's a passed pawn. It's well supported. Yeah. I think I just have to go in reverse. It's not fun. And there's another pawn that's falling. I didn't take that. Could just scoop that guy up. Okay. Maybe I put my bishop on g2. I thought the knight going here would be more dangerous, getting into f2. But either way, I think it's still fantastic for black. I need a miracle. Let's see, maybe my opponent slips up. That's all I could hope for here. This is gone, objectively. h5, preparing to meet bishop g2 with knight to g4. I think I want to play here anyhow. I don't think he's serving a good enough role being on g2 at this stage. Yeah, let's just get him here, and it's going to be flushed. You gotta go in reverse. And I feel like I need to keep some pieces on the board. Maybe I sacrifice. I feel like I'll need to sacrifice. Let's take once. Here. My knight's in a pin. But I am striking at the rook. Where's he going to go? Let's go back here. This is my big blockader. My big blockader. H5 could still be played. I was trying to stop knight g4, but still this, undermining the f4 point. I think my knight will have to return to d3 if h5 is played. That wasn't even a threat, actually, because I have pressure on the d5 knight. I actually have an edge on the clock. Let's just go here straight away. Reinforce f4. Could meet h5 with g4 at least. Just got to get a quick move in. And now what do I do? I guess we'll go here. I'm playing on 3 ranks. It's not fun. Okay. Do I have anything fancy? 43 seconds. Yeah. I guess we'll play g4. This is collapsing. I'm losing the exchange. Try to create some kind of chaos. Get my queen out of a check. They could just sack it back. That's what they're going for. Bishop here is a threat. Yeah, I had that actually one move sooner. I have one good piece, my knight. That's it, though. I'll take that and try to play this position out. It's actually not so clear. Maybe it is after that. Alright, I think I have to try this. Is it a 1 king and pawn endgame? Should have never been this close. Gotta take that. I have to try to push this guy. Now I'm winning. Huh. And I could do this. Wow. Lucky dog. I forgot I could do multiple pre-moves. Jeez. I have a lot to learn with this line. Got nothing. I don't know what to think with this. That was such a terrible game on my end. The B4 move, I needed to do something about B4. They undermined my center. I didn't see that they were going to be picking up a pawn. And it was 88 move game. And I think for what? Like 90% of it, I'm just completely lost. Really bad game. Yeah, we're going to just dive right into it. Let me bring up the engine. Well, no, actually, before I bring up the engine, I have to do something different right around... Well, first of all, I don't know if I should even play king to h1. Don't know if that's really necessary. Maybe just invest a move with a3, stabilize my knight. Yeah, you know what? Something I could just share quickly with a3. I think what might have kept me from doing that is... I don't know why I was thinking this, but... if you're castled queenside, you wouldn't want to play a3, but of course I'm not castled queenside. This is an important... this is time well spent, let's say. If I'm playing a3 and I'm castled on the queen side, then it's easier for black to rip open lines on the queen side and attack my king. I need to invest this move, I believe. Stabilize my knight, and, I don't have to jump in here, because things completely change. It's not just the loss of a pawn, but the changing of the structure, and just has a complete domino effect on my position. So, yeah, I should be playing a3. Probably just right now at this point. Get an a3, bishop to b7, and then I could go with bishop f3, bishop to e3, queen to e1, rook to d1. So everything is kind of pointing at first stabilizing the knight. And then these earlier ideas, I think right around the point my opponent went for b4, I was, eyeing up these possibilities of queen g3 and a capture on h6. I don't think h6 was correct, but I didn't have any time to take advantage of that because of how things changed in the center, everything kicking off with b4. So just one little move here, and things would have been much different. Yeah, I think I would have had nice play. Rook a to d1, drift the queen over here, bishop to e3. Maybe, yeah, bishop e3, queen e1, rook to d1, queen g3. Queen g3. And then already black has to be concerned about the captures and bishop takes pawn. Yeah. Well, I'd probably have to do this as well in reply to bishop to b7. So something like maybe this, here, bishop f3. This seems pretty natural. Queen, or bishop to e3 first, maybe queen here. Just making some natural looking moves. There's even stuff like this that black could try. But already at this point, I'm threatening to take and then take here. The bishop, one thing that I do know is from my minimal experience on the white end is that the bishop is pretty well placed. Combined with the queen on g3, there isn't this type of knight maneuver. Knight h5, forking the queen and f4. So he watches over that, and also a potential liberating d5 break by black. So anyhow, this is a setup I should have gone for, but I didn't have time to do that. I needed to stabilize my queen knight first and foremost. But let's have a look at it with the engine and see what more we can maybe take away from this very lucky win. Okay, this is where I want to be. So let's see if the computer is just saying, play a3, you dummy. Stabilize your knights. Don't lose control of the center so easily. And right around here, what did I do? Bishop to e3. It's already not a fan of bishop to e3. Wants to go with a4. I think it popped up a4, a3 maybe for a second. I guess I could go in for a4, b4, knight d5 right now. I'm not going to be losing a pawn. Yeah, this is another option, but I think I will just in the future try my luck with a3 first. Knight b to d7. I don't think that this could be so bad. Bishop f3 first. Bishop to b7. I'm just trying to get a feel for this. Okay, queen to e1. It's not giving me any advantage, but rook c8. And now f5. Okay, so what was I leaning at? Or leaning towards? Queen g3. So maybe black is close to having to go with some sacrifice like this, because this is now pretty serious, this idea to take and then take on h6. I am pinning the g7 pawn. This would make for an interesting game. Yeah, damage the queenside structure, giving up the exchange, picking up an important center pawn, and it wants to go back here. Yeah, this would be an interesting position, clearly very unbalanced. Killed queenside structure, 2-0 in the center. Okay, that would be interesting. But, yeah, it didn't happen like that, did it? I don't know. I honestly don't even know what more there is to go over with this one. Because once I play this, and now it wants to go with a3 once more. After queen to e1, is this sequence now? Yeah, they found the right sequence there. b4, and yeah, bishop takes knight. I recapture, and then e4. So they're just up a pawn. I guess I have a little bit of compensation. It's not a full pawn, being that I have the bishop pair, but yeah, this is just dead. I don't know. I think it just is worse from here on out. I had 9 lives in this game. It's just a growing advantage. I don't think there was ever a moment where I had a way forward until it got down to bullet mode. Yikes. It seems to always be at least -2. Many kills available. The H... what was it there for a second? Now it's still -2. Everything's fine with what black is doing. Do I have something here? That was a pretty big drop in the evaluation. Oh, it wants to just sacrifice here. Knight takes c3. And on pawn takes, rook takes, and then this pawn marches. Ah. Yeah. So I guess a little bit was given up by black when they replied with what is pretty natural to just kind of duck from this attack, but the more straightforward is this. That's a killer. And I'm not even close to getting at their king. Again, any attempt to initiate some pawn capture is just met with g5 and things get shut down. And I think black is even more secure by having my pawn here and things kind of locked up, fixed, static, etc. So that would have killed me. Plenty of other kills, I imagine. Okay, not as bad evaluation-wise right around here, but h4 is breaking down this. And did they have something sooner? No, okay. Yeah, the queen's just improving some more. And now I need to play h4. You see, when we're at this point where I play h3 to stop a knight g4 move, and then later I have to do this so I stop h4 so that f4 isn't falling. That's tough. This is almost equal to resigning. The knight getting into g4 and then f2 at some point. So it's just completely gone. I don't know what more to say. Yeah, plenty of kills. This is like the one point where I started to get have some hope, believe it or not, when I was down material. Because I felt like things are, you know, my queen isn't going to be challenged so soon, and, you know, this pawn isn't going to be rolling. I could rely upon the bishop. But, yeah, they got the queens off. They gave up a pawn. That's fine. And, yeah, I don't know. They just kind of let me back in with this endgame as it got into bullet mode. Giving up this center point and having my bishop locked in. It's still completely winning. Rook f6. Yeah, I thought they would play rook to f6 and then just go here and give up another pawn. Takes, and then, whoops, I can't even go there. Once the king is here, my king never gets active. This pawn doesn't even get rolling, and the rook could just do whatever. Target my pawn. So I thought that that's the direction they would go in. Taking a page out of, well, doing similar, like what they did here. Giving up the queen, getting more exchanges in, giving up a pawn for it, but, you know, the queens are off, and I thought they would do similar here with the rook when I played king to f3. But now I'm kind of creeping back into the ball game here. My plan was just to sneak over here and try to pick him up. This is still winning for black. But after this, maybe it starts to get a bit tricky, because they give up the d4 square to my king. King d4. Yeah, now it's not so easy. King there, and now, wow. This is the point where I'm now winning. Move 57. Wow. Now all of a sudden I have the better king position, and this guy is really fast. Was it always winning from this point on? Yeah, it's gone. It's a W for white from that point on, but yeah. Okay, well, I was clearly very lucky in this one. I'll have to go with that small a3 move. It's important, clearly. My center collapsed. You saw it in action. Anyhow, feel free, as usual, to leave any feedback to this video. I hope you're having a great day, and I will catch you soon. That is all for now. Take care. Bye.